If you're joining right now, welcome back to Rise and Shine. This is your favorite morning show. We'll be here from 6 to 7:30 as I mentioned before. And now it's our time for a special discussion about Buddhism, the basic concepts of Buddhism, because today happens to be the ill full moon poet day. So to speak more about this topic, to speak more about Buddhism and the basic concepts of Buddhism, we have with us Mr. Vipula Wanigasekera. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
He is a former senior diplomat, Director General of the Tourist Board, currently senior lecturer at the National School of Business Management, and spiritual teacher who conducts meditation for tourists. So we're going to talk today about Buddhism and the basic concepts about what Buddhism is all about. So to start our conversation, to what extent those who follow Buddhism should really be available about the Buddhist scriptures? What do you say about that, sir?
Yes, there is a large quantum of Buddhist literature that is available by way of sutras, and there are, I believe, over 20,000 sutras. These are the discourses that Lord Buddha has given from time to time that have been recorded subsequently. And there is Abhidhamma, which deals with the analysis of body and mind and the universe and the existence. So when one is to confront all these scriptures, there is a dilemma, because you wouldn't know which one will really fit into your requirement. So, and also it is not really practical for anyone to go through all the scriptures and start a learning process. All that will happen is that you probably master the literature and become a scholar, and that is not certainly the objective of a Buddhist. Now, one way to overcome this is to ask yourself what exactly you are looking for. Are you sincerely looking for what Lord Buddha said, I teach only suffering and end of suffering. So is that what you are looking for, or you are going after some kind of a belief? There are a lot of people who follow Buddhism with the notion that, okay, I will start collecting merits, and then someday I will end up in a celestial world and then enjoy life, and then from there you will attain nirvana, that kind of a concept. So it's a question of getting a lot of merits. Then there are others who want to gather knowledge so that you become knowledgeable in Dhamma. Then among them are a very few people who are really true spiritual seekers, who really want to know the true nature of life, or who want to know whether there is another way of looking at life and existence. And for them, you will always, there is a saying that, if you are ready, the teacher will appear. So on that basis, you will always have a chance of coming across something that will show you the way.
So it's according to your requirement that you should select the scriptures, the Buddhist scriptures that you need to refer to.
Yes, and if you are sincere enough, it's not a question of, I want to know this, I want to gather knowledge, then of course it's a different path. But if you are looking for freedom from suffering, and which is the cardinal requirement in Buddhism, as explained by Lord Buddha, and if that is the objective, then you will always come across something that will click.
And so there's a lot of discourses done by the Lord Buddha. So we have lots of discourses regarding lots of topics. So what do you think is the most important discourse that a person who wants to seek Nibbana or enlightenment one day should follow up to?
Yes, as I said before, there are thousands and thousands of discourses, and you can broadly categorize them into two, laukika or discourses that will help you to have a meaningful life, and the other ones are what they call lokottara, that deals with existence and finding the true nature of life. Now, what happens is that among these sutras, in my own research, over several decades now. I've come across a few that offer a hint for people to open up their minds and start investigating. For example, the Anatta Lakkana Sutra, which is actually the second